Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kante Radha Kante Namostute Tapta Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Cheva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye बोलो श्री राधे गोलोकानंद भगवान की जय
जय
बोलो श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय
जय
हरे कृष्णा निशा
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna everyone.
हरे कृष्णा रीना जी
Hare Krishna, Bhaiya. Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare Krishna.
right everyone can see the screen right
Yeah.
I am unable to see completely, Bhaiya.
or not able to see
Yeah, it is not full screen. It is not there. It is.
Yeah, full screen is not there.
okay, let me try again I only have one screen today I'm outside so try करते हैं एक second
It was visible. It was just that it was not full screen. That's all.
अच्छा let me see if this helps how about this does this help
Yeah, this is better.
better
नहीं
okay.
श्लोक नहीं दिख रहा है अभी भी
हाँ श्लोक अभी दिखा नहीं अभी अभी दिख रहा होगा हाँ
Yeah, you can see it now.
yeah yeah just थोड़ा एडजस्ट करेंगे आज तो एक ही स्क्रीन है मेरे पास
Yeah, no, yeah, it can be seen now. It's full screen.
ओके राइट ठीक है
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
चलो that's good thanks remove this तो हरे कृष्णा करूं
कृष्णा गजेंद्र
कल हम लोग 74th श्लोक पढ़ रहे थे and what we are reading here is in this अध्याय Diti right so Diti was wife of whom
Gautam Muni.
कश्यप
Sorry,
Kashyap Muni, right
Kashyap.
so
Yeah.
yeah Kashyap ऋषि की वाइफ थी Diti right so Diti से demons पैदा हुए right the other wife Aditi से देवतास हुए like including Indradev and then Diti had two sons Hiranyaksh and Hiranyakashipu which were killed by Lord Vishnu due to Indradev's involvement so Diti wanted to take revenge with Indradev so she asks Kashyap Muni to have a son who can kill Indradev yeah but then Kashyap Muni is not very thrilled about that and then Kashyap Muni gives a very austere vow for Diti to follow. Yeah. And at the end, Diti tries to follow it, but then she cannot keep it up. So फिर Indradev उसका फायदा उठा के then Indradev goes into the embryo of Diti and then he cuts the embryo in 7 pieces to start with. And then he cuts each of those pieces into 7 further pieces. So total they have 49. And what happens is, due to the devotional service and the austerity which Diti was carrying on, those 49 living entities, yeah, becomes like devatas, and they are called maruts. Yeah. And then after that, Indradev tells the story to Diti, and Diti is okay. And then Indradev takes the maruts to the Devata Lok. Yeah. So that's what we have been reading. And we are on Shlok 74. Just a second. Oh. So let's read from Shlok 74, Anilji.
Yeah. आराधनम भगवत ईहमाना निराशिषा ये तु नेच्छन्त्यपि परम ते स्वार्थ कुशलाः स्मृताः. Although those who are interested only in worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead do not desire anything material from the Lord and do not even want liberation, Lord Krishna fulfills all their desires. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So what is being mentioned here is that the devotees, they don't need anything. They just keep devotional service on and they don't desire any material benefits. Still, whatever desire they have, Lord Krishna fulfills all their desires. Right? This is what is being mentioned here. Ajay? Ajay?
Yeah. आराध्यात्मपदम देवम स्वात्मनम जगदीश्वरम को वृणीत गुण स्पर्श बुध स्यान्बरके अपि यत्. The ultimate goal of all ambitions is to become a servant of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If an intelligent man serves the most dear Lord, who gives himself to his devotees, how can he desire material happiness, which is available even in hell? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So what is being mentioned is, what is the ultimate goal, right? Perfection of life is to aradhyatam. Yeah, aradhyat. Aradhatma pradam devam swatmanam jagdishwaram. Yeah. Surrendering to Supreme Personality of Godhead. And how do you become servant and how do you surrender to the Supreme Personality of Godhead is by doing the devotional service. Yeah. And then जैसा कि हम लोग पढ़ रहे थे, the way to do devotional service is 9 different ways. Yeah. Shmaranam, Kirtanam, Archanam. Yeah. Those are the ways. And that is the ultimate goal of all ambitions. Because ये क्या बता रहे हैं कि desiring material happiness is even available in hell. So why would a devotee desire that? A devotee just wants to go back to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yeah. Prem?
Tadidam mam dojarnya balishya mahishi shantu maharshi mataswam drishtya garvo mrito sthit. O my mother, O best of all women, I am a fool. Kindly excuse me for whatever offenses I have committed. Your 49 sons have been born unhurt because of your devotional service. As an enemy, I cut them to pieces, but because of your great devotional service, they did not die. Hare Krishna.
Hare. So who is saying this?
Indra.
Indradev, right? Indradev is telling this to Diti. Yeah. That, and previous shloks also Indradev was saying that why would someone desire a material happiness? right? And even then he's saying that, I mean, he's of course asking Diti to excuse for the offenses he committed, right? He first tried to, because he knew Diti is trying to have a son who can kill Indradev. So Indradev was acting in self-defense, right? And then but then he's saying 49 sons have been born unhurt because of his devotional service. Yeah.
So the interesting thing was that when he did this, as per the story, he entered once she had missed the condition that Kashyap Rishi had set, right? So he was anyways going to be safe.
Yeah, but before that he could not enter because of the strong devotion and unbreakable this thing. So you're right. So because, yeah.
The
So when
only
the time was right, when he saw that she has broken this thing, that time, yeah, what is not clear is why Indradev did not know that once she breaks it, whoever is going to be inside is going to be
his friend.
On the side of Indradev
Yeah.
and not the enemy. Yeah, but he still tried to hurt them in the self-defense, right? And then those 49 sons, of course, became Indradev's Devta loks, right? Maruts, and they are called Maruts. So you're right. I mean, Isha?
श्रीशुक उवाच इन्द्रस्तयाभ्यनुज्ञातः शुद्धभावेन तुष्टया मरुद्भिः सह त्वां नत्वा जगाम त्रिदिवं प्रभु. Sri Sukadeva Goswami continued, Diti was extremely satisfied by Indra's behavior. Then Indra offered his respects to his aunt with profuse obeisances, and with her permission he went away to the heavenly planets with his brothers, the Maruts. Hare Krishna.
Right, yeah. So they all, of course, Indradev's brothers, and they went to the heavenly planets. Rinaji?
एवं ते सर्वमाख्यातं यन्मां त्वं परिपृच्छसे मङ्गलं मरुतां जन्म किं भूयः कथयामि ते. My dear King Parikshit, I have replied as far as possible to the questions you have asked me, especially in regard to this pure, auspicious narration about the Maruts. Now you may inquire further and I shall explain more. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, so as you know, like all these things are connected, right? Parikshit Maharaj keeps asking, and then Sukdev Swamiji keep reciting that. And this was the story of the Maruts and the Indradev and Aditi and Diti and before that Vritasur, right? And now this ends the Bhaktivedanta purports to the 6th canto, 18th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Diti was to kill King Indra. Bolo Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
Jai.
So we completed 18th chapter, and then we have 19th chapter, which talks about performing the Puṁsavana ritualistic ceremony. And this is the ritualistic ceremony which kept for Lord Vishnu, right? And then that's the austerity if one follows. You can achieve and get whatever you desire. I think that's what is being explained in this particular chapter. Yeah. So, Hare Krishna, Sachin.
Hare Krishna.
So we'll continue, and this is the final chapter, final adhyaya of 6th skand. So we are almost getting close to completing skand 6. Yeah. Oops. Sorry. Arun?
श्रीराजोवाच व्रतं पुंसवनं ब्रह्मन् भवता यद् उद्धृतं तस्य वेदुतम् इच्छामि येन विष्णु प्रसीदति. Maharaj Parikshit said, "My dear Lord, you have already spoken about the Puṁsavana vow. Now I want to hear about it in detail. For I understand that by observing this vow, one can please the Supreme Lord Vishnu. Hare Krishna."
Hare Krishna, yeah. So what is this called? Puṁsavanam. That's what Diti was advised by Rishi Kashyap, right? And that's the Vratam Puṁsavanam. And Vishnuha Prasidati. Yeah, Lord Vishnu gets pleased by doing the Puṁsavanam vow. Yeah, so Parikshit Maharaj is wanting to hear about this in more detail. Yeah, so that's what we are going to read now. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Mayur.
Hare Krishna.
Sachin.
Sri Shuka Uvacha Shukle Margashire Pakshe Yoshin Bhartur Tura Nugayam Arabhet Vratamidam Sarvakami Kami Maditaha Nishamya Murutam Janma Brahmana Mantracha Snatva Shukladati Shukle Vasiti Vasita Lanka Krutambare Pujayet Pratarashat Pragha Bhagvantam Shriyasaha. Sukhdev Goswami said, on the first day of the bright fortnight of the month of Agrahayana, November through December, following the instructions of her husband, a woman should begin this regulative devotional service with a vow of penance, for it can fulfill all one's desires. Before beginning the worship of Lord Vishnu, the woman should hear the story of how the Maruts were born. Under the instructions of qualified Brahmanas, in the morning she should wash her teeth, bathe, and dress herself with white cloth and ornaments, and before taking breakfast, she should worship Lord Vishnu and Lakshmi. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, yeah. So what we are reading is how the Puṁsvanam vow is done, right? And before it's started, what is being mentioned is one should hear the story of how the Maruts were born. And who are the Maruts?
Diti's son.
Right, this is those 49 sons, right? Which Indradev went into the embryo and cut into 49 pieces. 49 sons were born. They are called Maruts. Yeah. And we read the story of that just before this, right? Mayur?
Alama te nirpekshay purnakam namostute Mahavibhutipatye namaha sakla siddhye. She should then pray to the Lord as follows. My dear Lord, you are full in all opulences, but I do not beg you for opulence. I simply offer my respectful obeisances unto you. You are the husband of and master of Lakshmi Devi, the goddess of fortune who has all opulences. Therefore, you are the master of all mystic yoga. I simply offer my obeisances unto you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So this is the prayer which is advised is, and it says Mahavibhuti Pati, right? That's the husband of Goddess Lakshmi. Goddess Lakshmi, which is herself, has all the opulences. And Sakal Siddhe, and everything gets achieved by doing this. So I simply offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Yeah, Namostute. Very nice purpose. So let's read this. Anilji.
A devotee knows how to appreciate the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Om Purnam Adaha Purnam Idam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnam Adaya Purnam Evasisyate. The personality of Godhead is perfect and complete, and because he is completely perfect, all emanations from him, such as this phenomenal world, are perfectly equipped as complete wholes. Whatever is produced of the complete whole is also complete in itself. Because he is the complete whole, even though so many complete units emanate from him, he remains the complete balance. Therefore, to take shelter of the Supreme Lord is required. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्णा या और ये हम लोग सबने जानते होंगे इसको, राइट? ओम पूर्णम मद पूर्णमिदम पूर्णात् पूर्णम उदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय, right? Like पूर्णस्य, from the completeness, पूर्णमादाय, madaya is subtract. So even if we subtract the whole thing from the whole thing, पूर्ण meva vasishyate, meva is the remaining one, vasishyate is remaining, right? So what is remaining is still Purna. So that's completeness, right? So that's the Lord Vishnu. So he is, yeah, even after all that, he remains the complete balance, yeah, the Purna. Purna meva vasishyate, yeah. So to take the shelter of the Supreme Lord is required. Ajay?
Whenever a devotee needs will be supplied by the complete Supreme Personality of Godhead. Tesham nityabhi yuktanam yoga shamem vihami aham. Therefore, a pure devotee will not ask anything from the Lord. He simply offers the Lord his respectful obeisances, and the Lord is prepared to accept whatever the devotee can secure to worship him. Even a patram pushpam phalam toyama leaf, flower, fruit, or water. There is no need to artificially exert oneself. It is better to be plain and simple with respectful obeisances offer to the Lord whatever you can secure. The Lord is completely able to bless the devotee with all opulences. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, so what is being mentioned, and we know this in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna Bhagavan himself says, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam, right? Like even if you offer me Patram, Pushpam, or Phalam, right? Flower, fruit, water, that is sufficient. Anything you offer with devotional service. So, yeah. Nisha?
यथा त्वं कृपया भूत्या तेजसा महिमोजसा जुष्ट ईश गुणेः सर्वेस्ततोऽसि भगवान् प्रभु. O my Lord, because you are endowed with clueless mercy, all opulences, all prowess, and all glories, strength, and transcendental qualities, you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Master of everyone. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. This is the prayer, this is the glorification which is done as part of the Puṁsavana vow, right? And so you are the Isha Guneha and then Bhagwan Prabhu. And he is, of course, Tej Mahimotsa. So that's the prayer which is being done, right? This nice verse. So let's read this prayer.
In this verse, the words Tato Si Bhagwan Prabhu means, therefore, you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Master of everyone. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is endowed with all six opulences in full, and moreover, he is extremely kind to his devotee. Although he is full in himself, he nonetheless wants all the living entities to surrender unto him, so that they may engage in his service. Thus he becomes satisfied. Although he is full in himself, he nonetheless becomes pleased when his devotee offers him Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam, a leaf, flower, fruit, or water, in devotion. Sometimes the Lord, as the child of Mother Yashoda, requests his devotee for some food as if he were very hungry. Sometimes he tells his devotee in a dream that his temple and his garden are now very old and that he cannot enjoy them very nicely. Thus he requests the devotee to repair them. Sometimes he is buried in the earth, and as if unable to come out himself, he requests his devotee to rescue him. Sometimes he requests his devotee to preach his glories all over the world, although he alone is quite competent to perform this task. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, yeah. So basically what is being mentioned is that the Lord himself, of course, can do everything and anything, right? This is the materialistic world produced by him, but to give opportunity to the devotees to do the devotional service. And we have so many examples where, the Lord has come in a dream to build some temple or to um, um, do repairs, certain things, and so many examples are there. So many real-time examples are there. So that is what is being described here. Tarun?
Even though the Supreme Personality of Godhead is endowed with all possessions and is self-sufficient, he depends on his devotees. Therefore, the relationship of the Lord with his devotees is extremely confidential. Only the devotee can perceive how the Lord, although full in himself, depends on his devotee for some particular work. This is explained in Bhagavad Gita 11.33, where the Lord tells Arjuna, Nimitta matram bhava savya sachin. O Arjuna, merely by an instrument in the fight. Lord Krishna had the competence to win the battle of Kurukshetra, but nonetheless he induced his devotee Arjuna to fight and become the cause of victory. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was quite competent enough to spread his name and mission all over the world, but still he depended upon his devotee to do his work. Considering all these points, the most important aspect of Supreme Lord's self-sufficiency is that he depends on his devotees. This is called his causeless mercy. The devotee who has perceived this causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead by realization can understand the master and the servant. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, and then we have always chanted Karuna Sindhu, right? That's the causeless mercy. Like Sindhu is the Sagar, Karuna ke Sagar, right? So he's the ocean of causeless mercy. Yeah. Reena ji?
विष्णु पत्नी महामाये महापुरुष लक्षणे प्रिय था में महाभागे लोक मातर्नो मस्ते. After profusely offering obeisances unto Lord Vishnu, the devotee should offer respectful obeisances unto Mother Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, and pray as follows. O wife of Lord Vishnu, O internal energy of Lord Vishnu, you are as good as Lord Vishnu himself, for you have all of his qualities and opulences. O goddess of fortune, please be kind to me. O mother of the entire world, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, and this is Sukhdev Goswami ji answering to Parikshit Maharaj how the Puṁsavana needs to be done, right? So how you get up in the morning and get ready, and then how you offer the prayers to Lord Vishnu and then Goddess Lakshmi. Yeah. So Vishnu Patni, of course, the Goddess Lakshmi, and they are saying she is Mahamaya, she has the Mahapurush Lakshane, right? And then Mahabhage, and so Namostute, you offer your obeisances to Goddess Lakshmi. Sachin?
Om Namo Bhagavate Mahapurushaye Mahanubhavaya Mahavibhuti Pataye Sah Mahavibhuti Birbala Balimupa Haramiti Anena Hara Harmanantrena Vishnu Rava Hanarghya Padyo Pasparshana Pashpashana Snana Vasa Upavita Vibhushana Gandha Pushpa Pushpa Dhupa Deepo Paharadyu Pacharana Su Susamahito Paharit. My Lord Vishnu, full in 6 opulences, you are the best of all enjoyers and the most powerful. O husband of Mother Lakshmi, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. You are accompanied by many associates such as Vishwasena. I offer all the paraphernalia for worshipping you. One should chant this mantra every day with great attention while worshipping Lord Vishnu with all paraphernalia, such as water for washing his feet, hands and mouth, and water for his bath. One must offer him various presentations for his worship, such as garments, a sacred thread, ornaments, scents, flowers, incense, and lamps. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, yeah. So you offer your obeisances to Goddess Lakshmi, and then you offer your obeisances to Lord Vishnu, and of course, Om Namo, offer obeisances to Bhagavate, and of course, Lord Vishnu is described as Mahapurusaya, Mahanubhavaya, Mahavibhuti Patiye, yeah, and so on. So, and it says here, this mantra is very important, yeah. Anyone engaged in deity worship should chant this mantra, as quoted above, beginning with Om Namo Bhagavate Mahapurushaya. Yeah, that's how it is. Starts with Om Namo Bhagavate Mahapurushaya Mahanubhavaya Mahavibhuti Patiye. This is how it should be chanted. Right? Mayur?
Havishesham cha juhuyadnale Dvadastuti Om Namo Bhagavate Mahapurushaya Mahavibhuti Pate Swahiti. Sukhdev Goswami continued, after worshipping the Lord with all the paraphernalia mentioned above, one should chant the following mantra while offering 12 oblations of ghee on the sacred fire. Om Namo Bhagavate Mahapurushaya Mahavibhuti Patye Swaha. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Mahapurushaya Mahavibhuti Patiye. Mahavibhuti Patiye is a Goddess Lakshmi's is the wife of Lord Vishnu, and then Swaha. Yeah. Rinaji?
प्रियं विष्णुं च वरदावाशिषां प्रभवावुभो भक्त्या सम्पूजयेन् नित्यं यदिक्षेत् सर्वसम्पदः. If one desires all opulences, his duty is to daily worship Lord Vishnu with his wife Lakshmi. With great devotion, one should worship him according to the above-mentioned process. Lord Vishnu and the goddess of fortune are an immensely powerful combination. They are the bestowers of all benedictions and the sources of all good fortune. Therefore, the duty of everyone is to worship Lakshmi Narayan. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, yeah. So Lakshmi Narayan, and actually if you see all the Birla Mandirs in India, they have like Lakshmi Narayan deities, yeah. And of course, Lord Vishnu and Goddess of Fortune are an immensely powerful combination. Yeah. Anilji?
प्रणमे दंडव भूत दमो भक्ति प्रवेण चेतसा दशवारं जपेन मंत्रम ततः स्तोत्र मुदीरेत. One should offer obeisances unto the Lord with a mind humbled through devotion, while offering dandavats by falling on the ground like a rod. One should chant the above mantra 10 times. Then one should chant the following prayer. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, yeah. So the mantra जो explain किया था पहले, yeah. Om Namo Bhagavate Mahapurusaya Mahavibhuti Patiye, right? So it's to be done Dashwaram Japena Mantram. Yeah, that's how Sukdev Goswami ji is explaining to Parikshit Maharaj, this is how it should be done with Bhakti Praharan Chetasa. Yeah, with that consciousness of devotional service, this should be chanted Daswaram 10 times. And after doing that, one should chant the following prayer. So the upcoming prayer. Yeah. Ajay?
युवाम तु विश्वस्य विभु जगतः कारणं परम इयं हि प्रकृतिः सूक्ष्मा माया शक्ति दुरत्यया. My Lord Vishnu and Mother Lakshmi, Goddess of Fortune, you are the proprietors of entire creation. Indeed, you are the cause of the creation. Mother Lakshmi is extremely difficult to understand because she is so powerful that the jurisdiction of her power is difficult to overcome. Mother Lakshmi is represented in the material world as, I can't read, as the external energy, but Mother Lakshmi is represented in the material world as the external energy, but actually she is always the internal energy of the Lord. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, yeah. So Mother Lakshmi is the internal energy of the Lord, right? There's a spiritual energy and there's a material energy, right? So Durga Ma represents the material energy, right? Radhe Rani represents the internal energy. But what is being mentioned, it's all the same. That Mother Lakshmi is represented as external energy, right? It says Maya Shakti, yeah. But then she is also the internal energy of Lord Vishnu, as we know. And they are, of course, Jagata Karanam Param, right? Who is the cause of all causes is Lord Vishnu, right? So this is the prayer to be done after that. Mantra is done 10 times, yeah, with full dandavat in full devotional consciousness. And then this is the prayer. And the whole thing is known as Puṁsavana. Yeah. So one more slok, Prem.
Tasya adhiraswar sakshatmaya purusha para tvam sarvayagya ijayam kriyaya pal bhuvuk bhavan. My Lord, you are the master of energy, and therefore you are the supreme person. You are sacrifice, yagna, personified. Lakshmi, the embodiment of spiritual activities, is the original form of worship offered unto you, whereas you are the enjoyer of all sacrifices. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So you continue praying to Lord Vishnu and Goddess Lakshmi as part of the Puṁsavana. I think we are going to pause here. Yeah. And this is the prayer which we'll continue to read tomorrow. Yeah. And I think tomorrow we'll also complete this adhyay, and which will also complete the whole 6th skand. Yeah. The 6th canto. So now and so we heard the Radhe Rani bhajan yesterday, and we'll continue hearing that today, yeah, to complete that. And then tomorrow we are going to hear the Lakshmi Narayan bhajan. So that's that. Sorry, I have one screen today, so it's a little bit tricky to this. Everyone can see it, right?
Yes.
Yes. The sound is not coming though.
What's that, Prem?
The sound is not coming.
Oh, sound is not coming. Okay, 1 second. Let me do it. It's good now?
Yes.
Shri Radhe चिन्मय है नाम राधे। दिव्य चिन्मय है नाम राधे। श्री राधे राधे राधे। श्री राधे राधे राधे। भरोसा तेरा भारी राधे राधे। भरोसा तोरा भारी राधे राधे। श्री राधे राधे राधे। राधे राधे। श्री राधे राधे राधे। राधे राधे। कृपालु सुधिलो अब तो राधे। कृपालु सुधिलो अब तो राधे। कृपालु सुधिलो अब तो राधे। श्री राधे राधे 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 राधे। राधे राधे। श्री राधे 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 राधे। राधे राधे राधे। राधे राधे। श्री राधे 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 राधे राधे। राधे राधे। श्री राधे 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 राधे। राधे राधे राधे। राधे राधे। श्री राधे राधे राधे। राधे राधे। कृपामयी राधा रानी की जय। अलवेली सरकार की जय।
All right. So beautiful Radha Rani bhajan. Actually, Prem Mandir is so beautiful. If you go to Vrindavan anytime, built by Kripaluji Maharaj. Yeah, today I have one screen, so everything keeps running. But I think so nice. And tomorrow we'll complete the 19th adhyay, final adhyay of Skanda 6th. So 6th canto is, how many cantos are there in Srimad Bhagavatam?
12.
12, right? So we'll be 50% done tomorrow. It's, I think, some 440th session we are having right now. So 450 more to go. So let's continue this. Very nice. We'll see you tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. Yeah.
Yes.
So, so
Hare
that
Krishna.
means at least three more,
Hare
at least 3 more years, right?
Yeah, I guess. Let's see. We'll slow but sure, right? So I think we have been going nicely, steady, and we have come this far. Not bad. So it's nice.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.